Darren, how are you this evening in Japan House? Is this grub going to be good enough for you?
It definitely is, but you have to just excuse my voice because, as you can probably hear, I'm a bit bunged up. I've got a cold, basically.
Oh right. Why is that? What's brought that on?
Do you know what it is? I've just come from Ghana, and it's amazingly hot in Ghana. I come back to the UK, it's a bit chilly, and I just think the change in temperature.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That catches me. Everybody's raving about Ghana. It's like the new Tenerife, isn't it? The country's flying.
The new Tenerife, I don't know if I call it Tenerife, but it's home for me anyway, and it's lovely to be there.
Yeah. Now, Darren, you're a well-known business figure in South London. We'd like to learn more about you and more from you. Are you ready for your top 10?
Sure, let's go for it.
Now, you are a natural businessman and entrepreneur. Your life, your nature, your way, wherever you are, you're a businessman. Socially, personally, professionally, you're an entrepreneur, you're a deal doer. When did you know that you were an entrepreneur? What was the first moment?
It was probably after my first corporate job. Loved it for the first 6 months in a suit, feeling dapper. Then after the first 6 months, I just felt like I needed to take maybe my destiny by the horns. I didn't want any sort of ceiling over me. And yeah, I started my first business straight out of university. So yeah, when I did my first corporate job, I knew that wasn't for me. So I had to go down the entrepreneurial route.
And there's no way back?
Absolutely, yeah, no way back.
Who or what type of person inspires you, Darren?
A person that inspires me, or the type, it's more like it's the go-getter, the person that decides that they're going to do something and actually does it. Those are the type of people that inspire me. People that don't tend to have a ceiling over their mindset or over what they can achieve. Yeah, that's what inspires me.
Business comes with highs and lows. It comes with successes and failures. It comes with public humiliation as well as letting yourself down. When nothing's going your way, and then nothing's going your way, and still nothing's going your way, how do you keep going?
I think there's two main things. Is that I always remind myself who I am and what I think I'm capable of and what I believe I'm capable of. But then also, I think you mentioned a really important thing. Business is full of highs and lows, and I'm actually always chasing the new high. That feeling, that adrenaline when you kick the ball in the goal and you score. That feeling is addictive to me. So I'm always chasing that feeling.
Do you think that business people, just sort of connect onto that, do you think that we're all a bit there's some sadomasochism and we're all a bit bipolar, and we have to stand close to the fire, and it's almost we want to experience the highs as well as the lows because we sort of test ourselves?
I mean, I'll speak for myself. I don't want to experience the lows. The lows can be really shit. My French, but I do love the thrill of it. I love waking up and knowing that every day is a new day, and I got to chase what I'm meant to be chasing. So yeah.
Darren, what's your favourite book or film, and what did you take from it?
I'm gonna have to come back to you with that question. So let's go to the next.
Oh right, I thought that because you did send me a book once that was a 10 out of 10. I thought you were going to put that one up. Okay. Do you understand the word retirement, and if so, what does it mean to you?
Yes, I mean I understand what retiring is. What it means to me.
Yeah, what's your definition of the word?
My definition of retiring is when you haven't got any more steam to run the race. And typically for me, with retirement, you tend to be given on the baton to the next person, or your successor, or the person that you've been mentoring, or whoever it may be. So retirement, yeah, for me is just running out of steam, which is of course natural.
Darwinism. Could you not be a businessman? And if you weren't, what would you do, or what would you have done instead with your life? This
is actually a really interesting question because I was at a crossroads when it came to business. I was at a crossroads, and if I wasn't an entrepreneur, if I didn't do business, I'd actually be in childcare. I've got actually a conviction, a desire to help young people. So I've always said that this phase of my journey is about acquiring as much wealth as possible. But there's going to be a point in time where I do retire, and I'm going to dedicate all of my time towards young people at that point.
Do you try to mentor people on your journey?
Yeah, I do. I'm doing a lot less of that now, but I have mentored quite a few people.
What's your favourite song and what memory does it come with?
Favourite song? At the moment it's Robert Glass by Heaven Knows. And the memory or the feeling that it gives me is just one of relaxation, one of chill, like very zen. Yeah, I love Robert Glass.
As a businessman, you've done good business, you've done bad business. What is good business to you?
I think good business is really simple. It's one that makes money, where it doesn't need to be overly complicated. Very simple, easy to understand. You put in X and you get more. That's good business to me.
You put in X and you get
more.
Yeah. Okay. So the return on investment is clear.
Yeah, very clear.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. What are you scared of in this life, Darren?
My biggest fear is a low moment dousing my spark. That's my biggest fear. I've actually gone through a low moment whereby essentially my spark was gone, and all of a sudden I put a glass ceiling over my head. That was a very dark place, and I don't want to ever go there again. So yeah, for me, that's what I fear.
Okay, and Darren, where would you most like to visit in this life, in the world, where you haven't been yet?
Where I haven't been, I would say, I really want to go to Japan. My brother.
Yeah. Well, here we go.
Yeah,
so I mean,
we're
you're
in
in Japan now.
Yeah, my brother married a Japanese lady. She's half Japanese, half Ugandan, and their trip seemed amazing. So yeah, I would love to go to Japan.
All right, Darren. Well, look, thank you very much for letting us into your business mind and your ambitions. I would wish you the best of luck, but you don't need it because you've got determination. You're going to go all the way. Thank you very much indeed.
Nice one.